my name is Elvis. In this unit, we learned word equation. Word equation represents a simple way of chemical reaction. The word equation shows reactants on the left and product on the right. Here's an example of word equation. Magnesium and oxygen make magnesium oxide. Magnesium and oxygen are reactants, and magnesium oxide is product. Next, we learn writing balanced equation. When you write one, first, write the equation. Second, count the atoms. Third, use coefficient to balance atoms. Finally, look back and check. Here's an example of writing balanced equation. Magnesium and oxygen make magnesium oxide. Since there are 2 oxygen atoms in oxygen and 1 in magnesium oxide, we add a coefficient of 2 in front of magnesium oxide. Finally, there are 2 magnesium atoms on the right side, so we add a coefficient of 2 in front of magnesium on the left side. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Evelyn from grade 7A. I will talk about burning fuels. A fuel is a material that burns to transform energy by heating. Look this school bus. It burns waste cooking oils. And fuels burn in chemical reactions. Burning is also called combustion. This apparatus makes marsh from waste. Marsh is a compound of carbon and hydrogen. Fossil fuels are non-renewable. Rusting is another oxidation reaction. In rusting, iron reacts with oxygen and water. In decomposition reaction, a compound breaks down into simpler compound and elements. We can do an experiment with limit water and then measure the time to start looking milky to test carbon dioxide. Like this.
My name is Lula and I'm here to talk about the conservation of mass. So conservation of mass is like 100 grams before the reaction and 100 grams after the reaction. That means there's 0 grams of mass change because the mass is never created or the mass is never destroyed. Then I'm going to talk about exothermic and endothermic changes. Exothermic is like an energy releases as heat, which is burning fuels and neutralization reactions. Then there's endothermic. Endothermic absorbs energy from the surroundings like photosynthesis and melting ice.
In the first lesson, we learned that chemical reactions make new substances and transfer energy to or from the surroundings, and most chemical reactions are not reversible. 这一单元我们学习了化学反应，如何列文字方程式，了解了燃料的燃烧，看到了双氧水的分解过程等等。通过这一单元的学习，让我们对化学有了更深的了解，学到了许多有趣且实用的知识。